down but not out. Ronda Rousey finally emerges for Thanksgiving after laying low following brutal knockout by Holly Holm. Dethroned UFC world champion has been keeping a low profile since she suffered a devastating loss to Holly Holm on November 14. In her first public sighting since November 17, she was pictured smiling as she walked with a young girl in Los Angeles. Rousey was knocked out by a stunning kick to the jaw by Holm in the second round of the UFC 139 bout. She's been given a 6-month medical ban by the UFC, but it can be reduced to 60 days if she passes a CT to prove she has not suffered a brain injury. Ronda Rousey has shown her face in public for the first time since the former UFC world champion's shock defeat. Rousey, 28, has been keeping a low profile since she suffered a devastating loss to Holly Holm on November 14 but has been seen out twice in the last few days. She was left looking bruised and battered after being knocked out by a powerful kick to the jaw in the second round of the UFC 139 bout, but looked surprisingly fresh-faced as she came out of hiding this week. Rousey was pictured smiling in Los Angeles on Thanksgiving with her MMA fighter boyfriend Travis Browne with an apparently healed face, in her first public sighting since November 17. The last time she was seen in public she was arriving back in Australia after the fight, and hid her bruised face from photographers. Barefaced and dressed in a hooded top, shorts and a furry hat, she appeared relaxed as she walked with a young girl and boyfriend Travis Browne. It was the first time Rousey's face has been seen since her loss, as she covered it in the aftermath in an apparent bid to hide her injuries from photographers. The following day, she donned sunglasses as she took her pit bull for a walk with Browne and the couple stopped for a drink. Following the brutal loss of her UFC Women's Bantamweight champion title and the end of her undefeated record and reign as one of the world's most feared female fighters, Rousey was spotted walked into LAX wearing sunglasses following her flight from Melbourne. But she used a pillow to cover her face and was likely hiding the injuries caused by a savage beating from Holm. Her boyfriend Travis Browne had his arm around Rousey as the pair walked through the terminal following their journey from Australia. But her bodyguards had to step in and escort her to a limo after curious passengers began approaching her. She has since had plastic surgery to fix her busted lip and has been given a 6-month medical ban by the UFC. However, it can be reduced to 60 days if she passes a CT to prove she has not suffered a brain injury as feared. But Rousey has already vowed that she will return to the ring. Touted as one of the best female prize fighters in the world, she was hospitalized after Holm sent her to the floor in the second round. Following her shocking defeat, pictures showing the humiliated champion led to a fierce online debate about her feet. While she was on the canvas, the images shows the soles of her feet were clearly yellow and purple. One theory was that athletes developed jaundice after using steroids for more than 2 years. But American mixed martial artist Julie Kedzie denied that this was the case with Rousey. She tweeted that the bottom of her feet regularly looked the same as this, but she didn't use ever. The material used on the floor of the octagon rubbing off on the competitor's feet caused the coloring, she said, while training and fighting in the cold could be another reason. Other possible causes given for the discoloration of Rousey's feet ranged from circulation issues to simply old and dirty floors. And the U.S. cult figure assured her supporters she has no serious health concerns and would be back in the octagon before long. "I just wanted to thank everyone for the love and support," Rousey said in a statement posted on Instagram. "I appreciate the concerns about my health, but I'm fine. As I had mentioned before, I'm going to take a little bit of time, but I'll be back." There were reports after the fight of a rematch between the newly crowned champion Holm and Rousey. Rousey's nutritionist and conditioning expert Mike Dolce said he expected her to rebound after her unexpected defeat. "She will be back, absolutely, she is an amazing athlete," Dolce told reporters in Sydney. "Ronda has lost before. She lost at the Olympic Games and I think that was a great test for her, and look at how she came back. She came back a multi-time world champion. So I will be expecting the same type of rebound after this."